Hi! Hello, everyone! We are a little confused because half of us just felt an earthquake, so...
Yeah.
But only half! Only half of us.
Just these two. These two right here.
Yeah, just the right side of the screen. And them only.
I don't shake anymore.
Which is very strange and random. Hi! Welcome! Welcome to Harbingers Chapter 1. Coven. This is a live game played using the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rule set that follows 5 witches in the year 16 as things start to look bad in their forested home of Black Point. Welcome if you are new. We're so happy to have you here with the DAT fam, and if you have been here all the time, thanks for coming back. We love it whenever you continue to join us. So, let me tell you just real quick what you can do to interact with this show before we get started, before we meet all of our lovely folks here. So for Harbinger specifically, there are a couple of things. First of all, let me tell you about our arrays, our die arrays. So we have a D20 array, we have a D10 array, and we have a D4 array. Whenever we hit certain markers, we've already hit 4 of them. You can see it on that donation bonus array tracker right below me. When we hit those markers, I'm going to roll a D20. Whatever number comes up is linked to an array that will do something, whether it's give the players a Benny, give them a reroll, maybe bestow a little dark, quote, wild magic upon them, which did happen last time, actually. But if you land on a 20 on that roll, it's going to go up to a D10 array. So I will roll a D10, and there are a few more things that can happen there, both good and bad. If you land on a 10 on that roll, we're going to go to a D4 array. And those things right there specifically are going to affect the story. So anything can happen. It is cumulative. The first $25 and the second $25 totals, that's 25 and 50. We will do a die roll. After that, it's every $50. Also, with $15 or more, you can add a message to your tip or donation for the witches coming from their ancestors. You know they're young, as I've often said, and it is helpful when you're in these tough situations to have a little bit of a confidence boost from your ancestors. So if you feel like you would like to do that, well, feel free. But along those lines, we are an independent group here at the DAT Network. That's the channel that you are on right now, and every little bit goes to helping us to be able to continue bringing content like this to you. So it's very much appreciated. If you can. If you can't, we totally understand. Or even if you don't want to, simply being here and or spreading the word makes a huge difference. So thank you for all of that. Now, let's hop over and let's chat with these fine folks sitting around me here, or they're actually sitting in their like homes in various different places. It just looks like they're around me. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, but here we are. Oh, I also have to figure out a question. I didn't figure one out yet. You all tell me who you are, who your PC is, give a little bit of description of what they look like, and highlight a mechanic of your character. And then I will think on my question. And let's start today with Randy.
Randy!
Yeah. Hey everybody, I'm Randy Alvarenga. I am playing Leander Notley. He is one of the younger witches of our group. Very sort of friendly looking, has a very kind face, meaning he's really bad at intimidating people. He's got sort of disheveled hair, but not in a cool way. And what was the question? Oh wait, no.
I haven't asked it
About
yet.
She was thinking.
Highlight a
about it.
mechanic. Highlight a mechanic
So
as well.
this week's mechanic will be
The more you know.
some spells. So I have 5 spells because my character took the new powers feat when he sort of had his event. So that means you've seen protection from him, which is in his situation, it's the trappings of vines, like springing up to shield and fight sort of with his friends. But yeah, there's one more that is really cool and fun. So
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you're not
thank you.
highlighting
That's
that? We just have
I'm
to
not-
wait.
tell us?
highlighting that I took a new power, not what the power
highlighting
is.
the new power. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually for anybody who's new to Savage Worlds. That's one thing that's really cool about the power system. The powers are utilized for any way a power could be used, and they're relatively generic. So, for example, there's Bolt. Bolt could be utilized to shoot magic missile, or it could be utilized to shoot your magic gun that appears out of nowhere. It basically does the same thing, and you can trap it, like Randy mentioned, trappings, to make it a bit more specific to whatever your particular power is. So it's kind of cool. Anyway, just throwing that in there.
Well,
Here's my...
One
Oh,
thing,
go ahead.
Can I say one thing? One thing about
Yeah,
protection
please.
is
You can only
me
say
and
one,
Bertram have
one
it.
thing. One thing.
Oh,
That's true, yeah.
What?
Bertram and I have the same
Making a
power.
joke.
It's very different for both of us, which is exactly what that is.
Oh, protection.
The trappings. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there are actually a good handful of us that have the same powers that are trapped differently. So, yeah, which honestly is great for someone like me who has a hard time remembering a lot of rules. I just have to remember one and then add fun things to it. Works great. All right, Randy, here is your question. What is one of Leander's favorite childhood memories?
Whoa, that's deep.
And it doesn't have to be a whole story. It could be something
yeah.
like, I made a doll out of corn husks or something like that. Whatever comes to
I
mind.
think it would be the first time he met Willow. I think,
Aw.
yeah, his older sister had her familiar probably before he did. And, I mean, he's not the most confident in his magic. And so getting a familiar and finally being able to do that, I think for him would mean a lot. But also Willow is so important to him.
Aw.
That makes sense. I like that.
Excuse me.
That's awesome.
Me too.
All right, thank you so much. All right, next let's meet Adam. So Adam, tell us who you are, who your character is, a little bit of what they look like, highlight a mechanic, and same question: what is a favorite childhood memory for your character?
Sure. Hello, friends. My name is Adam Khan, bringing to life Hadrian Hattie Marth, very simple fisherman of the town of Black Point. Not crazier disheveled hair than Leander. I feel like we could probably be related in how we are. We're both fighting to be very brave as such. I'm sure he probably smells more like dirt. I smell more like water and fish. Because I am one of the simple fishermen, always walking around with my trusty 10-foot long fishing pole, my monster pusher backer, sort of thing as well too, which is definitely what we have called it now. Mechanics. I want to highlight, I guess, one of my spells as well too. I mean, you guys have actually seen it happening, and that is illusion. Hattie has always grown up around water, being the fisherman that he is. It was kind of one of those things. Toss him in the water when he's a kid, see if he swims, and he could. Put a fishing pole in his hand, and he's just always loved the water, and that's kind of what spoke to him. When it came to his powers and his trappings. So one of his big things that he does to get out of spooky scenarios or talking to people, he'd probably use it now since he's not very good at talking to people now, along with his phobia and his other phobia and all the other stuff that's currently wrong with him.
And more
But,
phobias coming.
and more phobias probably on the way, which will be great. Looking forward to it.
Look at Megan's face. She's so happy.
But yeah, illusion is a spell you can actually make something happen, and then spending more power points, you can create vocalization, create sound from it, create smells to make it more believable, and then adding more points on top of that to actually make it harder for the other person or persons you're trying to get to disbelieve. It's pretty awesome. It's like, to do all that is like 5 power points. It's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
But he uses it sparingly. But yeah, that is one of his things. He likes to create illusions to help himself out. And as per question, favorite childhood memory, I would say one of the first times Hattie went fishing. He actually holds the record for the longest fish caught in Black Point at 36 inches long.
Oh my gosh.
He was but a wee lad of 12. And his dad was incredibly proud. One of the very few moments he's felt that he's done something kind of cool, and felt pretty proud about that. But yeah, it unfortunately got eaten, and there's no video evidence unless there's these pictographs or whatever these are that we found in this box. There could be some hidden. I don't know. That's confusing. I'm done. I'm scared now.
You're gonna show us up. Good job, Adam.
That's awesome. Thank you. And I just want to note, I wrote down everything you said. Fishing 36-inch long fish when he was 12. Yeah, I'm just saying, you never know when that can come into play.
Cool. I'm gonna be scared of fish now. Oh, we have fish. Perfect.
Giant fish attacking us.
No.
Thank you. All right, let's meet Diana. Same thing. Who are you? Who is your character? What do they look like? Highlight a mechanic. What is a favorite childhood memory of Rowan's?
All right. Hi, friends. I'm Diana Restrepo. I'm playing the lovely Rowan Thornheart. That's sister to that one up there. That's my brother. I'm one of the younger ones of the group, along with Leander's character. And yeah, she just like me, what I look like, long brown hair, some braids. We have what do we call this? The head necklace, and then a nice flowing dress. I like her to have it be nice and flowing. I'm gonna highlight my spell I haven't used yet, which is my fear spell. And my fear spell looks like, if you're a Harry Potter fan, the Death Eaters. It kind of looks like a hooded figure. Once I cast it, it comes towards you and it swallows you up. So hopefully one day I can use that, because it's really cool in my mind.
Do it to me.
I like it. Gotta scare some people. Just gotta scare some people.
Yes. And then I think a good childhood memory is playing hide and seek with Bertram. And at one point, no one could find her, and she was getting worried that no one cared anymore about her.
Oh.
And then right at the last second, when everyone was going back to go have some dinner, Bertram found her. And ever since that, she's really felt a huge connection to Bertram in terms of him, like, protecting her and just being the bigger brother.
Oh. That's cute. I like that. All right. Thank you so much. Let's meet Philip. Same thing, Philip. Tell us who you are, who your character is, a little bit of what they look like, highlight a mechanic, and what is one of Bertram's favorite childhood memories.
You bet. I'm Philip Rossi. I'm playing Bertram Thornheart, who is Rowan Thornheart's slightly older brother. Bertram is just sort of an outdoorsy person. He wears high boots and a poncho that's all messed up and stained from rolling around in the mud all the time. There's always like little bits of leaves in his unruly hair, and he wears other pants.
Yeah, he does.
Are they normal?
The
or
end.
Sexy?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
The end.
What about the poncho? I'm really curious how sexy that
Oh,
is.
yeah, the poncho.
Oh yeah, poncho. I mean, the great thing about the poncho is, like, you can throw it up if you get hot. You can sort of hide in it if you get cold. It's versatile,
Mm.
Yeah. Does it hang low?
Poncho.
Wobble to and fro.
You're tying a knot?
Or a bow.
Tying a bow?
There's
They
so
throw it
much
over your
you
shoulders
can
like
do
hot
with
little
poncho.
soldier things are.
I mean, I had to.
Sorry.
What else? Oh, highlight a mechanic. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't think I've talked about one of my edges. Maybe I have. Stop me if I've talked about this before. Is my don't get 'em riled edge. So when I add a wound level, when I take a wound, I start adding the wound level to the damage I do with a melee weapon. So it's sort of like a rage feature almost. The more hurt he gets, the more damage he puts out.
I'm not sure that any of this cast, Philip, knows how tough and dangerous Bertram is physically.
He's
That's
like the
very
highest strength
impressive.
guy that there is.
Yeah.
This is very strong,
Wow.
springy,
Yeah.
but not huge.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you
just-
protect me.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. All right. Now you have to answer the question. What is one of Bertram's favorite childhood memories?
One of Bertram's favorite childhood memories is when he was young, about 10 or so. It's the first time he was given a crossbow at target practice. He was like begging his mom to have one because his mom is in the militia. And the first time he shot it, he hit a bullseye on his first try. And that was one of the few times Bertram and Rowan's mother she's not very effusive, but she was very impressed, which really made Bertram feel strong and important, because Rowan has always been such a better witch than Bertram is. Bertram is not great with magic, and that was the first time he felt like special.
Aw. Poor Bertram.
Aw.
Aw, that's nice. Thank you. Now, my next question is, do you all think any of those memories are real?
Oh.
Yes. 36-inch fish, Megan. Don't take that from me.
No.
Oh.
My answer is no.
Oh, well,
Oh.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that was fun. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all.
I'm terrified. What do
Yeah, thanks
I?
for
What is
I
real?
know. I know.
All right. Thank you all for letting us know about your characters and yourselves. Let's hop over. Oh, I got a crick in my neck, and that did not feel good. Got to go gentler on my neck today. I'm saying this out loud to remind myself. Let's go and check and see what we've got, because it looks like we've got a good handful of messages from the ancestors. So first off, we have a message from Neva and Omar, ancestors, from quite a distance, and they say, "Watch out, everyone! It's a hand grenade!"
What is that?
A hand.
Hand
It's a
grenade.
hand
It is.
grenade.
It's a hand
Oh, no.
grenade.
Hand grenade. Hand grenade.
Oh.
It explodes in tinier hands all over the place. Doll hands.
Oh God.
Ew, yeah, that's gross.
Don't get
Another ancestor reaches out. This ancestor is 5-foot Latina, and they say the enemy who laughs in the dark is crying out for an ass whooping. Don't disappoint them.
Hell yeah.
Bertram, give him an ass whooping.
Yeah, say if any final words towards Bertram for sure.
Hours Without Sleep has resubscribed. The Real POTUS 98 has gifted a subscription. And we've got Sir Carl Lethan has resubscribed as well. Ready Blair 1 has resubscribed. Oh, and we've got a resubscription from J Matthews 85, which is awesome. Says can't stick around for too long, but says that fam is best fam, and says hi to everybody and thanks everyone
Aw.
for all of our hard work. It's very nice. Thank
That
you.
fam,
Thank
best
you.
fam. Thank you.
Indeed. And we've got Zippy Karma 6075, who's also resubscribed, says can't stay long, has an early morning, but just wanted to stop in and send some love. Thank you very much for that as well.
Aw.
And
Zippy.
we have another message from the ancestor, Ready Blair 1. Which is the true nightmare? The horrific dream that you have in your sleep, or the dissatisfied reality that awaits you when you awake? Live well, children.
Oh,
That sounds like a
fucking
real
depressing.
one.
Yeah.
More Blair.
Where? Oh,
Now we know. All right,
No.
and I do believe we have a few rolls to make. So I noticed last time, and I could be entirely wrong, but I'm just going to be nice and do this anyway. I believe that we missed 2 last time that came in later. So I'm going to do those first, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3 that we have right here. All right, so here we go. All right, we were talking about this earlier. I really want to get a 20. So everyone think 20. Here we go.
1.
Not on the fear table, not on anything else. You get a 20?
no way.
Oh!
I did! I did!
Yes!
It's a star on this die.
Jordan,
It's a
where
star,
are
and I
you?
got
Jordan.
it.
Wait.
Oh, you-
Not in here.
We're clapping, but now I'm terrified.
Oh, I'm excited! Okay,
She
that
was saying
means...
this before we started the stream, guys. So
I know I was! We were talking about it. Okay, so we have just rolled on the die of chance, but now we have graduated to the die of fate, which is a d10. I'm going to roll it. Where's my d10? Here it is. I'm so excited! All right. Okay, it's a 7. Oh. All right. Oh, my mic is loud. So sorry, everyone. I will try and be less loud at you. All right. It's a 7. A 7 means we will get 1 interlude for a random player. So I'm going to roll who that player is right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did that. I'm going to set that aside so I don't forget. And that's going to pop up during our game. So if you all don't know, an interlude is actually a part of Savage Worlds. It is something that you can do when you have some downtime, or really anywhere you want to put it in. And there is actually a table. You can draw a card and it will tell you to essentially give a story from that character's past, or some insight into their mind, or something like that. And you get a Benny when you do an interlude. So you're going to get a Benny as well to whoever that was. So thank you very much. That was so exciting. Now next we have to get
Thank
a
you,
20
guys.
and then a 10. And then we'll be on
Whoa.
the D4. Yes. Okay.
Thanks.
All right, here we go.
Megan's really
So I
evil.
did one,
Yeah.
2, 3. So we have 4 more. Here we go.
Someone make that a GIF.
Yeah.
You do it again?
No way.
I did!
Oh,
It's another 20! You guys 20'd too hard. Oh my god, that's amazing! I'm so
Jordan,
excited.
I need proof.
It's not here.
Damn
It's
it.
not home yet.
Luco,
All right,
Luco, show us.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my god.
The
Oh,
D10.
yes, Zuko.
Okay. I rolled a 2 this time. Okay. Which means one
Okay.
of these players here gets conviction. Now, conviction hasn't popped up yet because we haven't gotten here. What conviction means is that one of you will get an additional d6 on 1 roll. Any roll you want on 1 roll. So you have your conviction die, you can set it aside. And any time tonight that it comes up, you can add that d6 to your roll. It's uber powerful. So let's find out who's gonna get it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But you're not gonna tell us.
Oh my god. Do you guys want to guess who it is?
Probably Rossi.
It's
probably-
Rossi. All right, Philip. So you get an additional d6. Just remember, make a note or set 1 d6 aside. You can roll it anytime, 1 time tonight with any die roll.
Add it to the roll.
You add it to the roll. Or in that instance, like if you were doing a trait roll, you would have 3 different die to choose from to pick whichever's highest. All right. That was just 2 of them. We've only rolled 2 die so far.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Here we go. I don't even know what to expect now. Oh gosh, that would have been amazing. It's a 4 this time. Okay. On a 4. Ooh, 1 person gets a random Benny. All right, I'm going to roll a different D4 just to be safe since we've gotten so many 2s before. Oh, and we got a 1. That means Hadrian, you get a whole new Benny. That's
Yay.
awesome. Thank you. Bennies are super important. All right. So we've done 3. We have 2 more. 2 more. Ooh, 15. That's on a 15. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Okay. Everyone except for me gets a reroll. So that's awesome.
Yay!
Reroll.
Woo!
Thank you.
Reroll.
Wow.
Yeah. Super helpful. Rerolls can't do quite as much as Benny's, but they are still very helpful in a tight position. Okay, one more die roll. Ooh, it's a 1. Wow, really going to the extremes today. 1 means that I get a reroll. Yes!
No, you mean Piper.
Megan,
Piper,
you're
Megan.
so
No.
crazy.
No, me! I do. I get it. Okay. We did it! Yay!
Yay!
Oh my gosh, that was fun. Oh my gosh, we got 2 20s! That was so exciting. I'm so excited
That
now.
is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
come on, you
also
guys want the
scared.
20s.
Scared.
Except on the fear table.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. I think we've covered
Excuse me.
all of the things to start off with. A couple of things that I should mention before we begin. First of all, checking in with the ancestral messages. We'll do that at the beginning of the show, after the break, and at the end. And I will try to keep an eye on anything else that comes in. But it is just the 5 of us here. We don't have anyone else behind the camera except Adam and I are technically the ones behind the camera. Adam's running tech, and I'm checking in with everything else. So for a little slow, that's why. So thank you all for having some patience with us. Yeah. Oh, yep. See, you can see. Adam's having fun.
Button presses.
Press all the buttons. Oh, I see that Singal has just followed. Hello and welcome. Thank you very much.
Ooh, thank you.
The next thing I should mention is a content warning. This show is rated R or TVMA for horror, violence, gore, and intense content. So if that is something that you do not want to watch today, this would be a great time to go find something else to watch. But thank you for being here, if you were here before then. The next thing is, and you all probably know this, but if you're brand new, you won't. My players here have no idea what savage setting we are actually in. If you know the setting, you will probably know it by now, if you know it. But don't tell them. Don't tell them. It's a secret. It's a secret for all involved. It's a secret for them to get to find out and discover. So thank you for that. Let's recap what happened last time. Last time, our witches found themselves violently thrust back into their bodies from the in-between. They had many, many questions for Eden, but even she did not have many answers for them. Not long after, Branwan Thornheart, head of the town militia, burst in with Elder Maeve in tow. Maeve was in an awful state, beaten, missing a hand, and as soon as she laid eyes on Bertram, she began to scream inconsolably. Bronwyn sent our witches home and told them to leave everything to the militia. The group left feeling confused and run down, questioning what might be wrong with Bertram, but before they could catch their collective breaths, they found themselves in a bright white room standing face to face with a man calling himself the Collector. He informed them that something seemed to have gotten into the safety system of their town, and until they could figure out what, he couldn't fix the problem. He then sent the group back, but not before Rowan could take something. Bertram had an extra encounter that the others missed, with some woman's voice telling him that the Collector was stealing their power, and then he awoke to being strangled by a disembodied hand. The witches trapped the hand and discovered it was Maeve's. Rowan recalled that sometimes a limb that was cut off could go after the person who severed the limb. The group decided to sneak into to speak with Maeve, and she all but confirmed that Bertram is the one who took the elders, yet he has no memory of it. We closed the episode with Maeve dying by her own disembodied hand that seemed to be controlled by a shadowy figure. That's where we left off last time. So, let's pick up right at the end of where we were last time. You all, the 5 of us, had left the town hall frustrated because Bronwyn doesn't seem to be listening to us or her own children and is insistent that we all go home and get some sleep and let the militia handle everything. So as we go outside, Piper is frazzled, and she turns to everyone and she says, maybe Bronwyn's right for tonight. We should go home, get some sleep, and meet back here at the town hall at first light and figure out what to do next. Because, no offense to you, Rowan or Bertram, I don't know that I think that Branwan knows entirely what she's dealing with. Not that we do, but we've been in the midst of it for a while now. What do you all think?
I think there's another elder out there that no one's looking for.
I agree. And no offense to Tia or Maeve, but Ursa is arguably the most important one.
And maybe she has answers that no one else has answers to.
Yeah.
I think it's important if we continue looking for her.
You want to go into the forest to look for her?
Wait, where else are we gonna find her, Leander?
What if
Adrian?
what if we went back into that dream place again? I mean, we saw those colors coming off of us, and they were going to that crack. Maybe we can see some of the colors coming from somewhere in the woods, and it can lead us to her that way. As much as I really don't want to go back in there, that's what I was thinking about. But
It's not a bad idea. We would just have to get Eden to give us whatever. We'd have to have Eden's help.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
It's night.
Night,
It
isn't
is
it?
now, it's now getting, like, it's not quite midnight, but it's getting close to.
Hmm.
I Piper, I understand your point. We need to rest and everything, but I also feel like it's very important that we find a missing elder. It's another night of not doing ritual, and it's another night, maybe her dying or something.
And if we find the other elder, maybe she can talk to the elder in the town hall, and maybe she can calm her down. She was acting very stressed by you, Bertram. So maybe Ursa can help with that.
I don't disagree with any of you. I just don't want to get ourselves killed trying to find her by going into the forest at night.
I've been in the forest plenty of times. Nothing to worry about, Pipes. I got your back.
Like,
I don't want to go back
it sounds the three of you had each other's back whenever you were in the forest. It sounds like you all met a bunch of different random things or people, and you didn't have any control over it, Bertram. Even you, for as much as you know about the forest.
Well, I didn't say I had control about it. I said we get back. But I mean,
Piper,
it would be safer to
don't wanna
go
go.
during the day. That's true. Of course, if Ursa is out there alone at night,
I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is. Everything seems to be falling apart, and I'm tired, and I don't know when we last ate, and everything that the elders have told us is not true. I don't even know if Leander is my brother. I don't know if my parents are my parents. I don't know why I've been working so hard to try and be an elder for this town. I don't know what to do. It feels like everything is going to just disintegrate all around us, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it.
Pipes, this is not a time to have an existential crisis.
Oh,
You have to band together.
have I ever mentioned how much I'm so glad that you're here, Bertram? With all of your great advice that you are offering in a time when everything is falling apart and your mother won't even listen to you?
Can we stop, please? Let's just go to bed, get some rest, get something to eat, and just relax. Try to relax for the night. And we're all on the same page. We all have to realize that we don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't think we should lash out on each other. I know we're all confused, but We have each other, and that's the most important thing, because no one else believes us.
What about a good old-fashioned sleepover?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. At least then we'll be in the same place. Yeah.
Maybe we could use Ursa's house, pick up some clues, spend the night there, and then at first light, we follow what I presume is a track out into the woods and see if we can find her.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good idea. What do the rest of you think?
I think Dad will be mad if we don't come home. Maybe we should go grab some things and before we head there. I think you're right, Bertram, but I don't want my parents mad at me.
Yeah.
No, that's a good idea, Notley.
Yeah. You're right. We should go and say something to our parents. Yeah. So, unless... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So do we meet up after?
Yeah,
why
let's...
don't you swing home, grab some stuff. We'll meet at Ursa's place.
Yeah, what Bertram said. Yes, we'll grab some things and restock. Just get anything that you think you might need. I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I don't even know what the night is going to bring. So just we'll meet at Ursa's house in as soon as you can. Yes?
Patty?
Yeah, I can
Do
just...
you need a buddy system in case something happens? Maybe Bertram and I can come with you in case, and then you can come with us to our house to gather things.
Yes, that would be great. I think I'd be okay walking home, but as of not right now, I wouldn't want to be alone.
Bertram, is that
I would
okay?
be thankful.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Marth.
Okay. Well, I think unless there's anything else, then we will see you in a few moments.
Great. Meeting adjourned.
Piper will turn on her heel and pull Leander along towards her house. So that leaves Rowan and Bertram and Hadrian to walk about back to both Hattie's house, I assume first, and then to your own. Is there anything that you all would like to touch on while you walk that way? It's a little bit of a hike. Not too long, but it's on the other side of town to get to our homes. And the night is strange. You don't know if that's because of everything that's happened, if that's because the ritual has not been done in days, or if something is just strange. But either way, it feels like eyes are upon you from all points. And while you don't see anyone, it doesn't feel comfortable.
I feel like that dark monster is watching us. I whisper that to Bertram so that Hattie doesn't hear it.
I'll take a look around as we walk.
Okay, are you looking for anything in particular?
Dark monsters, I guess.
Dark monsters. Okay, all right. If you all want to look around, make a notice roll. I'll say make it at a -2, just because it's dark, so illumination is a bit low.
1.
No.
1.
Yeah, 1.
3.
Okay. 3. Okay. So you all are staying very vigilant. You're looking around, and you don't see anything. You're also a little distracted by making sure that everyone else is okay who's with you. It's just a lot of things to keep in mind. So,
Don't worry about it, Rob.
Okay, just. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. That's just the dark, though, you know.
I kind of squeeze Bertram's hand a little bit. Like, letting him know I'm here.
you all continue towards Hadrian's house, and you are able to get there without any trouble.
Do you want us to wait outside?
No, you should be okay to come in. I don't think my folks would mind.
Okay.
No, come
right.
come on in. I walk in the front door. Is anybody home?
You're not. I mean, you think so, but your parents are early sleepers, so it's possible they've already gone to sleep.
Yeah. There'd be two things I want to look for. One would be a quill with ink and paper, and I would ask Rowan, could you just write a letter just to my parents, telling them that I'm coming over and just staying with all of you tonight. That you both had just invited me, and we were having a small get together. A small get together.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Okay. And I just have to grab a couple things, and he runs back through one of the doors, and his room is very basic. He's got like a cot in there with like a dresser. He's got little pieces of glass that he's found that he's kind of made up on this window ledge that kind of makes it look like a river, and like little pieces of stone that he's carved out into like little fish in a boat. As well too, but he grabs a couple of flasks from the ground just so we can fill those up, making sure he's got like his water flask on him as well too, so he can kind of get make sure he has water with him. And he'll actually change out his shirt. He has like 3 shirts, same color. One of them has doesn't have as much fish smell on it as the other ones do. Yeah, and then he'll pop out.
Okay.
Yeah. And then.
Okay.
Where would you like me to put the note?
If you could just put it on the table, my mama will see it in the morning when she wakes up.
After I write what he wants, I'm going to write, Hattie is a very sweet guy. You're lucky to have him. And then I'll put Rowan.
Okay. That's nice.
Those are the only words that Hattie knows how to read. Hattie's a sweet guy. Aha! I know how to read that. That's it.
Is there anything else you all would like to do while here?
Nope.
Well, I would fill up my flasks, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So you all are able to do that. Leander and Piper also are able to make it home without any issue. Parents are also asleep, giving us time to grab anything. Piper definitely grabs a few little bags and containers of just some extra cat treats for Shadow, just in case, because she always really wants to make sure that Shadow is being pampered as much as she deserves to be. She grabs as many other things as she can. But she's definitely... Leander, you notice with Piper that she seems preoccupied by, as far as you know, everything that's been going on, the things she said. But beyond that, she gathers her things and is as pragmatic about it as she can be.
So, Leander... I imagine that their walk back is kind of quiet. I think Leander's also, like, he's noticed that she is sort of preoccupied there, and I think Leander is too. As he walks into his room, I think doesn't quite know what to grab. I mean, I think he is a bit nervous. His room is very empty. There's no cool like things that he's designed. It's just a couple of jars that like sit on the windowsill with like little plants in them. Is about the only thing that's in there. But what he does do is as he's like pretending to grab more things than it really is, he starts talking to Willow, and he goes, I just don't know what to think anymore. There's just all of this. Piper, being an orphan, Willow. Just yesterday, everything was so much simpler. I kept to myself. I didn't talk to anyone, and now the whole village is on its head, and I don't know what to do.
Willow kind of sits down on your shoulder, and she just edges up against you and snuggles her head against your neck, and she just says, "Love, love, love," which is something, you know, she does a lot when she's trying to be comforting.
Thank you, friend. He wipes his eyes, opens the door, and acts like nothing's wrong. And he looks at Piper, and he goes, "Okay, are you ready?"
Yeah. Leander, listen. If I've ever been too hard on you, it really wasn't about you. I just felt like I should say that. I always felt like I had to be something specific, and I was put in this box of do good and be the best, and it felt like I couldn't be anything else. And it came out at you. I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing to apologize about. You're everything that Mom and Dad have ever wanted in a child. You're amazing. You're helping the elders. You're the future of this village, and I know that's a lot of pressure, and I see that on you. But I think you're doing an amazing job. You're keeping us all together. You're leading us. And I don't care what some stupid memory from some past I don't even remember says. You're my sister. That's all I need to know. Right?
I'm glad that however we ended up together, that we did. I agree. Family is more than blood. Whether or not we are blood, it doesn't have to matter. But I don't feel like I met Mom and Dad's expectations either. I didn't meet my own expectations. I'm glad it seems that I know what I'm doing, but I don't always. It's something you can't tell anyone. You tell them that could be bad. Either way.
With me. He kind of chuckles to himself.
Yeah. Oh.
He goes, "Thank you for believing in me, Piper. Not many people in town do. But even when you've been tough, you've always said there was more that I could do. And these past few days, I've done more and overcome more than I thought I could. And it's because of you. I think about you and I go, Piper could do this. She would fight. Sorry, I don't want to wake Mom and Dad, but I'm glad you're here, because I couldn't do this alone."
Couldn't either. So let's go do whatever we're gonna do next together then.
Okay.
And Piper will gather all of her things and head out the door. So, heading back over to Rowan and Bertram and Hadrian, you all had finished up at Hadrian's and now are heading to the Thornheart house, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, unless there is anything specific you would like to do on the in-between, you all don't live that far apart, so you are fairly able and easily able to make it without any issues, and you can arrive at the Thornheart home. You know, or you assume, that Branwan is not there, and likely your father is also asleep. Is there anything specific you all want to do here?
I'm gonna grab a rucksack. I'm gonna grab some, like, supplies. Specifically, I want to see what kind of food we have in the kitchen.
Okay. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
I just think, like meat, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. If you look through a few different areas, you do find it looks like your somebody, you assume your mother, recently caught 3 rabbits that have already been skinned, that are there ready for whatever they're going to be used for.
Okay, I'll snag those. Sure, my parents won't miss them. Yeah, and just like some more crossbow bolts, you know, like Bertram-y stuff, like things that Bertram would take to the woods, you know.
Okay, sounds good.
Like
Rowan,
a
anything
blanket.
specific?
No,
For
just
you?
pack a little bag. I don't really have anything special.
So-
or, you know what I mean?
As you're going through and packing your bag, a little box falls out that you had placed in a pocket. And you remember that that's what you took from the collector.
Pick it up.
Okay. It's the strangest thing you've ever seen. It doesn't seem to be made out of any material you have ever come upon before, at least as far as you are aware. But it looks like maybe it could open.
I'll try and mess with it and see if it opens. And
Okay, make a notice roll. I'll say at a +1 since you're specifically trying to see if you can find a latch or something like that.
Yes! Both my dice
Double-
exploded.
Double explosion.
So 6, 7, 8, 9. 10.
9. Oh, 10.
10.
Yeah. Pretty quickly as you look at it, you see that it looks like if you kind of twist it and pull in just the right way, that there seems to be a seam, and as you mess with it, it pops open. And inside, you see a tiny amulet on a chain, and it's an amulet of a skull. What looks maybe like a little silver skull, and written at the base of the box where it's sitting, it says Bane of the Damned.
That sounds scary. Okay. Can't sense magic in this. Is there a way to sense magic in Savage Worlds? Like,
It is a spell. Yes, there is that, and you do not have it, but
Okay.
trying to think if
sorry,
there's a
what
way.
was
You
the amulet called?
Bane of the Damned.
Okay, thank you. Would there be a way to see if there's an aura coming off of it?
I'll say with an occult roll, you could get a fairly good guess of whether or not you think that this has
Okay.
some kind of magic. It's not quite detect magic. Let's do it at a -1 since you don't have that power. But use your expertise.
I'm gonna use my reroll. Thank you for my reroll.
She's
Okay.
pretty brainy. She's got lots of wrinkles on her brain.
Ooh, yeah. 5 -1.
5. 4. 4 is a success. So looking at this thing, you just aren't sure. This is unlike anything. I mean, it looks like a necklace, but you've never seen a box like this, and you don't really know what it would mean. But you do know that often when something has such an official name like that, just in your experience, it likely has something that it does. But you don't know. You just don't have a lot of information.
My name was on it?
No, just the name of Bane of the Damned being on it.
Okay. I was like, oh god.
Your name, Rowan, Bane of the Damned.
Okay.
You know to assume that it does something more than is just an amulet, but you are not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this a secret.
Okay.
Put it back in the box. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna first take the amulet out and close the box and see if it stays shut, like it locks on its own.
Okay. Yeah, you close the box and it stays closed.
But it doesn't lock. I want to be able to
Not
open
that
it
you
again.
can tell. Yeah, you can open it again.
Okay, so I'm gonna open it again, put the amulet inside, close the box, put it back in my bag.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Is there anything else you all wanted to do here? No good? Okay. So then everyone is able to, about around the same time, Piper and Leander beat 3 of you back to Ursa's house. But it doesn't take you too long and you don't run into anything once you get there.
Can I talk to Rowan and Hattie on the way to Ursa's?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay. Did you get everything you needed, bro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much, you know that.
You know we're going into the woods, right?
Right? And I've got my powers. You know I can't fight, right?
You don't have a bag or anything?
It's right here.
Okay.
Are you making fun of me just like you were making fun of Piper or Leander for not having a weapon?
Did you bring a weapon?
Yeah, you know I always carry my rapier and dagger on me all the time.
Oh yeah, how could I be so silly?
I grabbed it. But what are you trying to get at, Bertram?
I'm not
I
trying to get at
forgot
anything.
something?
You should be prepared. No, I was asking. You know, I have my tomahawks and I've got my crossbow. I got more bolts. Got some grub. Marth has his pole. I was just making sure that you brought some. You know?
No, I mean I have my dagger that's always on my boot, and then I mean
Sure.
my sword. But you know I'm
You
better
know
at
what?
spells.
Yeah. It's like an awkward silence for a moment. And then
What's wrong?
just what? I feel like Notley's got it out for me, you know? He doesn't like me very much.
Well, you're kind of rude to everyone lately.
Well, I'm just stressed out, you know?
I know we're all.
Marth, you don't
stressed
think I'm
out.
rude, do you?
You never really have been towards me at all.
See?
But I mean, and I know the way you talk to your sisters, how Billy and I would talk to each other, and I know how Leander and Piper talk to each other. But I guess battling siblings seems natural.
No offense, Hattie. I don't mean offense to this, but Piper and Leander speak up a lot more than you do sometimes, and I just feel like maybe they get under your skin sometimes, Bertram, and you can come off a little bit harsh.
Well, I don't know why everything I say has to be taken out of context, you know? Like,
I don't know.
Notley, little shy Notley, like, chewed me out. For what? I don't know. Like, because
Like
I'm mean to his sister or something? I'm not mean to his sister. She's a little stuck up. And she's super stubborn.
See? You're being mean right now.
These are just facts, bro. Listen, she's growing on me. She's just kind of a pain in the neck.
Bertram, maybe you have a crush on her.
What about Paris?
What?
Not Paris. No,
Topaz.
yeah, that one.
What about that?
No, we're rewinding, but yeah.
I mean,
I thought you liked Topaz. Isn't that why you would always come and hang out over by the water? And
Or maybe Piper has a crush on you. And you
That's
guys
probably
just don't
likely.
know it yet.
well, you guys do fight sometimes, like my parents would. That makes sense.
Okay, you know what? I'm taking this into a different. I just think everyone is on high alert right now, and everyone's taking it out on each other. And we have to remember that we are a family at the end of this, and we have each other because no one else is going to believe us.
I mean, of course
We
you're my
all saw
family.
the collector.
I don't know what the deal is with that guy. I'm just saying, I feel like I'm being ganged up on, and like I'm pulling my weight, you know. So.
Do you want to have a meeting tonight?
No, I don't want to talk
About
about
our
it.
feelings?
No.
Well, you're talking about it right now.
Get to you, because you're my sister, and Marth, because he's not going to say anything.
I'd be a brother, not a sister.
Okay. Also, Marth, as long as we're here,
Huh?
I know that sometimes, how do I put this so it doesn't come off as mean? Your emotions get the better of you, but I think that you should know that you did really well in the woods. And I don't think you need to beat yourself up about it. Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you. See, Rowan. He's always nice to me.
Rowan?
No, I
All right,
just
let's
think
get. We can stop talking about all this stuff. It's
Okay.
wasting time.
You brought it up, not me.
Well, I'll sort of walk ahead so we don't have to talk about it anymore.
All right. That leaves Hadrian and Rowan to catch up to Bertram then.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's anything else you all wanted to touch on here, you are able to make it to Ursa's house without any issue. Bertram, as you all start to go into the house, you kind of notice off to the side of the house some smoke. Looks like not like a house on fire, but like pipe smoke, or maybe smoke of some sort. And if you kind of peek over, you see Piper smoking, standing out by herself.
Well, I could use a smoke. Why don't you go in, Ro?
Okay. Just be nice to her and talk to her. Just remember, all of her feelings are kind of out of sync right now because of what's going on, okay?
Okay.
I know you don't want to hear it. Okay, I get it. She's
No,
gonna go in, but listen in.
Oh,
Door behind the door, or
Okay.
like in a window or in a curtain. And if the other two see me doing that, I'm just gonna shush them.
Okay, I'm sure.
So,
I'm sure you will be able to do that. Yeah.
Rowan, take these two rabbits and get them started.
Oh,
Yeah.
me? Okay.
I can. I mean, I mostly do fish. I could definitely do rabbits. That should be fine. I could.
Yeah,
fix
that'd be
it up.
great. People are probably
You
hungry.
can help me. I just kind of like look at him like fake. Yeah, you're gonna help me. You're gonna take it and do it.
Cool. So I'm making dinner in the game too.
No, so
Awesome.
I can listen. Rowan wants to listen.
Piper is just standing. She's kind of facing the other way, so she doesn't necessarily see you all come in.
Okay. I guess I'll pull out one of my little hand-rolled, cigars.
Okay.
Got a light pipes?
She kind of jumps. Oh, yeah, and then she actually kind of lights her hand on fire, or there's like a ball of light that comes up, and she just kind of pushes it towards you.
Sure.
Hell yeah. You light a cigar.
Yeah, cigarette cigar.
Listen, my family doesn't know that I smoke, so I don't do it often, just things are like things are now. Just please don't tell them. Okay?
I'm not gonna tell on you, Pipes.
Well, then thank you, I guess. That.
Of course.
I don't know how you do this all the time, though. It's feels pretty good, but you smell like smoke all the time. Ugh.
Get used to it.
Yeah, well, no offense, but you smell a little more than smoke lately, but maybe you should take a bath.
That's sweet, Pipes.
I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just saying you smell like death. And if you want people to like you...
I don't want people to like me. They just do.
Oh, do they? They just do. Yeah. It's because you
Listen,
are so nice.
I'm nice. I can be nice.
Must be
Like,
Ray then.
Well, you did a good job earlier. Nice.
With
See?
what? With what?
With your spell work.
With
Impressive.
lighting my hand on fire?
No, earlier. Not the hand thing.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah. I studied in school, so I learned my spell work.
I studied too. A lot.
Yeah. You wonder if any of it even matters? What is... If this town, I mean, seemingly your memories, who even knows how long you've been a part of things, if you've been older for longer, but outside of all of that, what even, I mean, how do we know that anything we know is real? And I've spent all this time trying to be what everybody expected me to be, and to be good and to do it all right and follow all the rules, and where have they gotten me?
I mean, in line to be a new elder. Pretty impressive.
Well, that feels like being in line to be dead right now.
Well, I guess if you look at it that way. I mean, another way to look at it is you're basically a new town elder right now.
I don't know if I want that.
Yeah.
I don't want the responsibility of everybody's lives here in this town on me. I mean,
It's a lot.
you take people out for the gatherings, and it's your responsibility to take care of that group. That's a lot, I guess, too. How do you do
I
it?
guess. Just, I don't know, I never really worry about it, you know? I mean,
Well, I don't know how you do that.
well, you just know what you can and can't do, you know?
Yeah.
You're good at spells, Pipes. Really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't...
You're what?
Oh, not... I was never really good at spells, you know? I meant it when I said I studied a lot in school. I would take my books home and study after everyone else went to bed. Just not good at it. You know?
Yeah, sorry for that. Snipe. It wasn't really you.
No.
But yeah. But you're good at a lot of other things. I mean, you can spend all the time you've spent in the forest. That place is... I mean, Leander and Hadrian went out there the one time and were... sounded like it didn't go well. So that's... And yeah, magic's great, but still have to survive in whatever world it is we live in.
Yeah. Surviving seems like it's gotten a lot harder lately.
Yeah, it does. It does. So, in this moment here, we're going to touch in on that interlude that happened. Because that interlude was for Bertram. So, that means, Bertram, you will get a Benny at the end of that interlude, but I'm going to enter it in right now so that we don't forget it. Now, there are a couple ways we can do this. So the way the interlude works in the book is you actually draw a card and it gives you some prompts. Would you like, or you can tell a story or talk about something that comes to mind for you. Do you have a preference? Do you want to use what's in the book, or do you have something you would rather just talk about without a prompt?
Yeah, I'll just talk about something.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So you can go back to right where we were, if you want, or if there was some other way
Sure.
you want to go to that.
You know, I decided I wanted to become a gatherer of pipes.
No, why?
To get out of town. Do you know what this town has a lot of? Witches.
Oh. Yeah.
Everybody around here can do magic, you know, when they want. I know you're in training to be an elder or whatever, but so was my sister, and she was always good at it. My mom's part of the militia, and she's good at it. Even my dad is just works in the market or whatever, and he's good at it. I mean, hell, Marth is a fisherman, and he can conjure water and make shakes and make them talk.
Impressive.
He can't even read good.
Yeah. Well, those are two separate things. But yeah.
I just, at a certain point when I was younger, I realized I was never going to get any good at it, no matter how much work I put into it. And I just wanted to go somewhere where I wasn't less than, you know? So,
Yeah.
it seemed like the woods are forbidden for everyone, unless they're with a gatherer. But I figured if I got good at some other stuff, maybe they'd let me go out on my own and just be me, you know?
Yeah, I don't know that I've spent a lot of time just being me. There was always something else to be. That honestly sounds kind of not terrifying. Nice. And clearly you're good at what you do.
Thanks, Pipe. You're not so bad yourself.
Oh, well, thanks. You're not so bad either. Maybe we just have been a little bit too much alike. And, I don't always like seeing myself in others, so sorry for that. But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we can both stop being so us, at least in the bad ways, and be more like the freedom you're talking about. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Find some time to
thanks.
be us, I guess.
yeah. Oh, yeah. After all of this,
Anyways.
that's a good point. We should we should check on everyone else and figure out what's next. And
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah. You go on in. I'm gonna finish this.
Okay, yeah. She kind of awkwardly stumbles her way inside. And Shadow isn't far and behind her, and Shadow turns around and hisses at you and then turns around and follows Piper inside. So the rest of you have been hanging out inside with Rowan listening in and Hadrian cooking dinner, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Is there anything else that's been going on for you all in the meantime?
I think Leander's sort of watching where Hattie is cooking, and he's just kind of staring at the fire. He's kind of in a corner. He knew Piper wanted some space. With Bertram back, he doesn't really want to go outside.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, then Piper comes back in after a little while, and she turns to you, Hadrian. She says, "Oh, I didn't know that we were getting a chef for this evening. Thank you. It smells really nice, actually."
You want to see how nice it smells? You want me to roll like survival to see how well I cooked?
Sure. Uh-oh. Although,
Let's see,
don't
I
criticize.
hope
how
it
good
smells
it is. Hey, double fives. How about that?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It smells pretty decent. Not like extra decent, not like amazing, but it smells good.
Not fish. Not fish. If it was fish, it'd be
There you
perfect.
go. There you go.
But it's
That's
this rabbit. I can make two. Yeah.
So Piper kind of just gets herself settled, finds kind of a spot in the living room, and yeah, she's just going to join the rest of you. So Bertram is still out smoking. Unless there's anything else anyone would like to do here, we will settle in for the night. Okay? All right.
I'm just going to. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, the night will pass with, I say night pass. There's not really a ton of time left here. We might get 4 to 5 hours, but that will be enough for everyone to get full PowerPoints back, anything like that. Yeah, so everybody should be good on that. A little bit before dawn, Piper does wake everybody up, and yeah, and she kind of gets everything together and is ready to head out. And she turns to everyone and she says, "I guess first off we should just go and maybe to the town hall and just check and see what's happening there with the militia, so at least we know where they are, and then figure out where to go to search for Ursa."
Sure.
If you don't mind, Pipes, I thought maybe we could check out the tracks behind Ursa's place, and I know Notley's got that bird that he could probably send. I just think if we all go traipsing down to the town hall, it's gonna look like we're doing something, and then our mom's gonna get involved.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, if that's cool with you, Notley.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. How about I'll go, with Shadow, and you all can go look behind Ursa's house, and I'll meet back here, and Shadow can come ahead if anything is important. Okay.
Sounds good.
I'll be back soon. Yeah. So
Right.
Piper is going to head off. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted
Anybody
to say
have
be
something?
careful.
Yeah, I will. You too. And she leaves. So that leaves the 4 of you here in Ursa's house. What would you like to do?
Is this the house that had the photographs?
This
Yes.
is the first house. Yeah.
This
Can I
is
go into
it.
that
Yeah.
room again?
Uh-huh. Yeah. What are you looking for in the room?
I want to see if those photographs are still in the same area.
So you go over to check that cabinet where you all found the photographs and a few other things. And it is there. The door is a little bit open and there's nothing in it. So you aren't sure how the in-between works. You don't know if you all took the physical things that were there or if you took a copy of them and someone else has what was in this cabinet.
I'll just continue to look around the room, see if anything stands out. Any notes? Any trail?
Okay.
She wrote something down about what's happening. Sorry, Hattie, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, while she's doing that inside, I'll kind of scope outside a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I want to see if I can piece together what happened and like what direction these tracks are going.
Okay, so if you're looking for tracks and things like that, I'd say make that a survival roll. For Rowan, for you, or anybody who's looking not at that kind of specific thing, make a notice roll.
Yeah, I would have Willow looking at the tracks as well. As,
Okay. Yeah.
Bertram so eloquently put. So yeah, survival.
I would do
you said?
notice.
Notice.
Probably notice for Willow.
Okay.
4. Okay, so 4 for survival. 4 for survival. Okay. So I'll start with you all. One thing that you notice pretty quickly, both of you, is there are a lot of tracks here. In this area, they weren't here before. There are a lot of tracks that look like they're leading into the forest. It's kind
like
of like
shoes and boots and stuff. Like
it looks
tracks.
like it. It looks like it.
Wow.
And you both notice that a lot of them seem small, like small shoes. Not all of them, but you see a lot of small-sized feet.
Like children.
Potentially, could be. Leander, Willow. What did Willow get?
Yeah, I 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Willow flies up and can also see all these tracks and can see kind of as like where those tracks lead into the forest. It almost looks like some of the vegetation has been pushed aside, just kind of at the entryway of the forest. I mean, it looks like either a lot of people went that way or something big went through there, or they cut into it somehow. Which again, wasn't like that the last time you were here. You don't really know why.
Yeah, he would snap out of looking through Willow's eyes and would sort of go over to Bertram and say, there's a lot of, it looks like a lot of people have traveled through here.
Yeah, people with small feet.
I didn't get that, but okay. Yes, maybe. I just know it's very different from what we saw when we came the first time.
One other thing that Willow mentions is off far in the distance, that same direction. She said she keeps repeating the words green light, green light. And what you saw, like, you didn't really think much about it, but thinking back as she says that, you did notice way far away there was a bit of a glow, a green glow in the distance.
And Bertram, there's something. Willow keeps talking about a green light. Willow tends to repeat things that are important or that usually I don't catch. But I swear there's something out there, and I feel like it's in the direction of where these tracks are leading off to. Like, I don't know more than I think I saw something that maybe is what Willow is talking about, but
Well, the only thing I can think of that had a green light is that tree that was sort of the sap. you know?
It's caused a lot of problems already for us. But
Yeah.
but the if the first elder was under the tree when we found her,
Hmm.
is it possible that everyone else is being drawn there too?
Yeah, could be. I do know the militia doesn't normally roll around with a bunch of small kids, though. Unless everyone's has tiny feet and I've never noticed. That's bad.
What about that weird woman child we saw in the woods that night? The one that attacked us. She looked
I
like
don't
a
know
little
what that was.
girl when we saw her, right?
Yeah. No one I recognize, but yeah.
What if that somehow I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws here, but maybe these people are in danger. Maybe, I mean, if they're heading towards that tree, there could be more of those things there.
Could be.
Uh,
It's not good, whatever it is.
Bertram, as
Mm-hmm.
you are looking around, you also kind of noticed this earlier, but it's just standing out to you in the daylight as the sun is starting to rise. You seem to be covered in dirt. And it's not that maybe you weren't often covered in dirt, but you were pretty sure you weren't covered in dirt last night.
Hmm.
Rowan, did you make a notice roll to see if you could find something else? Okay, what did you get?
9.
9. So you spend some time just kind of going through Ursa's office, looking in drawers, different things like that. You don't see a whole lot that seems beneficial here, but you do find one notebook. And in that notebook, it kind of looks like Ursa was trying to figure something out. And she's talking about a lot of different things that just jump out at you, such as she mentions the collector, she mentions the sacrifices, and there are a few notes of why would the collector need these sacrifices, what are they for, how is this working. It essentially seems like she was trying to piece together whatever the ritual or spell or whatever it is that the collector did and why the collector required certain elements for it to work. And you see a few things in there about magic and about power and about fuel.
Magic, power, and fuel.
But beyond that, you don't see a whole lot. But while you're there writing this down, you feel something on your leg, and you look down and it's Shadow, and she's rubbing on you, and she turns and she meows at you. Meows and kind of walks towards the door, and then she turns back and she meows at you.
Okay, Shadow. Okay, shh. And I'll follow her. I'll take the book. I'm gonna take the notebook with me. Put it in my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay, once Shadow sees that you are following, she goes on ahead and she looks back and meows at you every once in a while to make sure you're still following. And then she goes outside and she walks over to where Bertram and Leander and Hadrian are, and she looks at Bertram and she doesn't get very close, and she kind of looks at him and growls and then meows and growls and just stares at you, Bertram.
Cats, man, I'm telling you.
She then walks a little bit further away from you and then does the same thing. She kind of growls, but then she meows at you and looks at you.
Bertram.
That Shadow, where's your sister?
Where's Piper?
If Shadow is here, there's a reason Piper sent Shadow for us. We got to get back to the town hall.
Oh, that's right. Piper. That's right. That brain fart.
I mean, she said she would be along, right? If we go to the town
But
hall,
if Shadow
we're
is
gonna get
here,
stuck
that
there.
means something happened.
Shadow growls and
Did she
meows
say-
at you again.
Yeah, Shadow's looking at Bertram. Bertram, I wonder if that person inside of you is trying to get out. Or messing with you. You know animals can sense spirits.
Yeah. And sure. Or she could want some of the food I've got on me.
You guys,
Nuts?
Piper is probably needs us for something. Maybe something happened.
Let's go. Hey, Hattie, let's go.
Okay.
Let's briskly walk. Let's go.
As
Shadow, let's go.
if you all start walking towards Shadow will walk towards Town Hall.
Okay. Yep.
But she does look back at you every once in a while, seemingly to make sure you're still there.
Okay.
So, do you all follow her all the way to Town Hall?
Yes.
And
Okay. Everyone make
orders from a cat.
Bertram is not excited about it.
everyone make a notice roll.
Okay, -2. Hey, I'll take it.
4.
4,
Not amazing.
3.
5, 3.
Ooh. 11.
11. So Hadrian, you are pretty focused on keeping an eye on Shadow, so you don't really notice anything. 5. Bertram and Rowan, you all again notice that sense of things don't feel right. I mean, it hasn't felt right for a while, but it's almost like that electric feeling in the air when a storm is about to come. It just doesn't. It feels. Something feels wrong. Leander, you also feel this way, and you catch a glimpse here and there of townsfolk kind of scurrying about. It's not many. The first one you saw, you just thought it was someone hurrying off, but now you've seen a few others, and they almost seem panicked. When you all get to the town hall, Shadow walks up the front steps and goes in the front door.
Oh. That means Piper's inside, you guys.
Okay. It's just the
Well,
front
that's where
door.
she went.
It's okay.
Well, no, we weren't trying to go inside. If Piper's inside, maybe something's happened with the Elder.
Well, we need to go inside and find out.
Yeah.
So you all head up to the door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you push the door open, and as soon as you do, Piper kind of appears, like right in your face, and she looks at all of you, and she turns to you, Rowan, and Bertram, and she says, I'm so sorry. But what she's sorry about, I don't know, because we need to take a quick break.
What?
Don't tell me my mom died! No!
Megan.
Oh, they're so fun. It's so fun. But yeah, join us here in about 10 minutes. We will be right back. We just got to take a quick bio break.
We'll be back.
Everyone better be back because I want to know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, nothing. It's just someone took the last of the coffee and didn't make any more.
Well, it wasn't me. I don't even drink coffee.
No, I wasn't really blaming you.
Then what?
Well, I was just...
Oh, I get it.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were there.
But I'm always there, Matthew. I'm Jesus.
Okay.
Did you not get the memo? The part right here? Thou shalt not take my name in vain?
I actually did not get that.
Maybe we should revisit this part. About lies.
We don't really need to do that. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I hope not. You don't hear me running around the office yelling, Matthew Johnson, every time I stub my toe or get a pube caught in my zipper.
What?
Matthew, I'm going to forgive you. It's kind of what I do. But watch yourself, okay?
God damn it.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, nothing?
Oh my
God damn it.
Stay back when your turn, Dad.
He had his freaking finger out of his... Oh, really? Yeah.
I also like how you went right into lens. You're like, lens, wrong.
Yes.
Inappropriate sound is inappropriate. Don't let the action suffer from a lack of atmosphere. Let Sirenscape set the tone and bring your game to life. See? That's better. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app and make it the year of atmosphere at your table. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tabletop Treasures. I'm your host, Adam Kahn, and recently I received a phone call from Jamie here in Los Angeles asking me to come over and check out something pretty unique. I'm really excited to see what she's got for us today. Let's go check it out. Hey Jamie, how's it going?
Hi, great.
Adam, pleasure to meet you. So you called me, you told me you had something really cool to show me, is that right?
Yeah, I received these dice from my brother last winter as a gift, and I knew once I saw the quality and craftsmanship that I had to get them evaluated.
Have you asked them how much you paid for these?
No.
Well, you know what, why don't we go inside and take a closer look? Okay, wow, this is pretty awesome. It's a company called Tabletop Loot, and their website, tabletoploot.com, is where you can pick up a whole variety of amazing dice and gaming accessories.
That is fascinating.
Indeed, and you know what else? This company also donates dice to schools and to clubs all across the Americas. They give kids an opportunity to have materials so they can play role-playing tabletop games.
Really? That is so sweet.
That's right, and check this out. If you look at the dice, you can see these vibrant, beautiful colors. This right here is called Pink Lemonade. And Tabletop Loot, they have a variety and dozens of different colors that you can choose from, and some are even said to be glow in the dark.
So, what would you say something like this is worth?
Well, depending on the materials that they're made out of and how much love goes into actually molding these dice, you could get a set just like this on the market today for $8 plus shipping.
That is so affordable. I could get each of my characters a set and some for my friends.
That's a fantastic idea. Make sure that you go to tabletoploot.com. Check out all the amazing different varieties of dice and gaming products that they have to offer.
Tabletop Treasures may not be real, but Tabletop Loot definitely is. Get your own set of dice and some for your friends too at tabletoploot.com. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday night on Twitch. Norse Foundry Dice of Crits was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Where's Adam? I mean, we were supposed to start 20 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, I think he said he was picking up some new dice.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
There he is! Yeah!
Did you get him?
Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna pick up right where we left off last time. You guys were surrounded in the Dread Knight's tomb by this horde of goblins. They're coming right at you. We're starting this off hot. Roll initiative.
20.
20?
20? I guess you guys are going first. What do?
I'm gonna charge in with my axe and wreck the first goblin I see.
I'm gonna target one of the goblins with Scorching Ray.
Alright.
I'm gonna take an arrow and I'm gonna shoot the toughest goblin there.
Groovy, you guys line up all of your attacks. Let's roll the dice and see what happens.
20!
20?
20!
You guys are really rolling hot tonight.
Yeah, must be these new dice we got from Norse Foundry.
Far out, those things look really amazing.
Don't worry, Jim. I got one for you, too. Here you go.
Thanks. You know what? I almost feel bad using it now because it's time for the goblins' counterattack. Oh, no. Here comes the first one. Critically failed.
Oh, crazy.
All right, on to round 2. You guys hear drums in the distance, orc war drums. Backup is on the way. What do you do?
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna take like my spell component punch.
Well, that's it. You've defeated the Dread Knight. You've ended his dark curse. You gather up all the remaining treasure and you take it back to King Trillion's keep and tell him that his kingdom is safe. That's the end of the adventure.
Oh, man. Awesome.
What do you guys think? Same time next week?
Definitely.
We'll be here.
Thanks, Jim. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Jim. Great game today. Can't wait to see what you cook up for the next adventure.
Yeah, anytime, Con. I have a feeling that things are gonna get pretty wild next week.
Get your Norse Foundry Dice of Crits today with only one easy payment of $8. Remember, one easy payment for one groovy die. Sale won't last forever. Get yours while supplies last at norsefoundry.com/Kickstarter and make every roll a crit.
Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Harbingers. Let's hop over real quick and see what we got here. Oh, it looks like we've got oh, we had a raid from Other Doc. Thank you very much. Raid! We have a message from an ancestor, Voodoo Goth 11, who says, "Do your best."
Oh no.
And then Daniel Lands did just give us 1,000 bits. Thank you
thank
very
Daniel
much
Lands.
for that.
Thanks, Daniel.
That is
Miss you.
awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's it. At this point, we can hop back where we were. So just to catch everyone back up, we had spent some time chatting, getting ready to be able to go on our search to find the final elder, Ursa. When Shadow, Piper's familiar, Piper had gone down to the town hall, and Shadow came and seemingly got the other four. And we left off with Piper looking at Rowan and Bertram, and she said, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I just, before you go in there, it's not good. Okay? And she kind of...
Why are you sorry?
It's your mother. And the rest of the militia.
I'm running in.
Me too.
So, as you open the door, Rowan, you are the first one there. I'm going to, both of you need to give me a fear roll, because what you see is a room full of massacred bodies and blood and complete disarray.
7.
Is it a spirit check or bigger?
Spirit.
Spirit. 7 for me.
Okay.
5 for me.
5. All right. So you all come in to see this, and you're able to take a moment, take a deep breath, and keep yourselves together. What do you want to do?
Well,
see if we can find
so
Mom.
Mom is alive? Yeah.
Okay. So you all start looking around the room. Piper will kind of follow behind. Leander and Hadrian, do you all also come in to see? All right. Once you do, make a fear check.
Oh shit! There's dead bodies in here.
Yeah. You will be at a -2 for every roll you make in this area.
-4?
I'm at a 4.
Yeah, before total for fear.
checks.
5. Okay. Leander, you're also able to... It's a lot. You're able to keep yourself together.
Going for my reroll. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that, shall we? I gotta spend a penny.
Okay, spending a penny.
Thank you for the bennies, everyone.
Oh my god. I gotta spend one more. Like No, I got it. I got a 2. Jeez.
Okay. Okay, we got a 2. Real quick, before we go on from there, did we hit another mark on the... It looks like we might have up for a die roll. Also, it looks like we got a raid right now.
Woo! Raid!
I'm not letting you know who you are, but welcome.
Hi, Raiders! We didn't quite yet. It looks like we're almost there. We've got the first 3 that we hit before, close to...
And then we have 1.
Oh, wait. It looks different
hit the
here. Oh, I couldn't... For some reason, I'm not seeing that on this screen. Then we hit a 4! Let's do a die roll before we figure out what Hadrian needs to roll. All right, here we go. Let's see what we end up with. We got a 5. 5 this time. Okay. For 5, 1 Benny to a random person.
Is it?
And it's 3. So it's you, Leander.
Yay! Benny got a Benny!
Yay!
All right.
I was gonna make a joke about it being Rossi, but
nope, it wasn't this time. It's you.
Not this time.
All right. So I'm going to need a D20 roll from you, Hadrian.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. All right. I'll do this one. Oh my god! Come on. Be low. Be low. Oh my god!
What is it?
It's
20.
roll.
Shoot.
Oh,
Megan's
no.
loving this.
Oh no! I don't want to do this, dude.
I'm not.
Is it a natural 20?
It is a natural freaking 20, guys. Like,
Oh.
I can't.
can't write this stuff.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you gain a major phobia.
Another one! Shoot.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
not gonna be able to
it.
get Patty anywhere.
No, this happened on Twitter Day today. Moxie, how could this happen to me?
Oh my god.
Don't blame her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
She was commenting, and I said, "Oh, it'll probably be me with a phobia."
Oh boy, yeah, what kind
Yeah.
of phobia is it? Blood, guts, glory.
Yeah,
Is it
so
disembodied hands?
could take well, it's whatever you're currently afraid, like whatever is triggering this fear. So in this instance, I'll let you decide. You already have a phobia of dead bodies, so it could be blood. It could be. I'll let you think on that for a moment. But this is not okay, Hadrian. You kind of step back and have to kind of get away from this for a second because this is becoming too much. So
I vomit. I throw up.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
There's the rabbit from last night, y'all.
Ew. So Bertram and Rowan, you all are searching frantically. Piper has come in to try to help as well. And you know what? I feel like it's important in this instance that I should also say that Piper really probably does also need a fear roll here. So let's see if she can keep it together.
Is it going to be Civic Center?
Oh!
That's your new phobia.
Oh gosh.
Adam?
Oh no.
What did you get? Did you get 20 as well?
No, I got a 3, so I'm going to re-roll as well, because that's bad news. Okay, I got an 8. I got another 8. I aced it multiple times. So, yeah.
That's great.
So,
Good for you.
Piper is able to keep it together.
We're happy for you, Piper.
Bertram and Rowan, make a notice roll.
Oh shoot! I double crit ones.
Okay, you double crit, and Bertram, what'd you get?
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Okay.
Oh, at least one of us will be fine.
Nope.
Oh,
It's
never mind.
2.
2? Okay, and you all are searching around. There's so much to see. People are covered in blood. You cannot, for the life of you, find your mother. Rowan, you are starting to freak out a little bit. You can't, there's so much, and you don't know what's going on. And I'm gonna say, because you're just getting so overwhelmed, that you're gonna be at a -1 to all of your rolls for the next scene or so. You were just overwhelmed. You all can't find your mom. Piper is also looking. I'll have her make a roll. Yeah, you can yell out trying to find her.
Yeah, I just start yelling, "Mom!"
And Leander, help look.
Yeah. Make a notice roll.
6.
A 6. Piper also is attempting to help. She got a 5. So you both kind of at the same time as Rowan starts calling out, "Mom," kind of see a kind of like some movement and a hand, and she kind of says, "Rowan." Do you all go over?
Yeah, I run down and I kneel down next to her and I grab her hand, gently.
She does not look good. She is covered in blood. It's hard to tell whose blood is whose, but she looks like she's all but gone from this world. And Bertram, when you come over, she kind of takes a moment and she looks at you, Rowan, with a little bit of recognition in her eyes. And then Bertram comes over and she looks at you, Bertram, and she says, I have to find the right person. She looks at you and she says, "How could you?" And then you see the light fall from her eyes, and she goes still.
Huh? Notley, get over here. You can do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yes. He's gonna try to see if there's anything he can do.
Okay, make a healing roll.
I start like shaking her violently.
Okay. 5.
5. You go over and you try to clear other things away, and you look her over, but you know when you have found someone who has died, and Branwan Thornheart has died.
Mom, wake up!
Piper goes over to Rowan.
I'm sorry.
And wraps her arms around Rowan and just says, Rowan, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
Bertram, there's someone in you that's causing this. You have to fight it out. Get her out of you.
Just gonna walk out of the room.
Bertram, as you walk out of the room, once again, you don't know if you'd really heard it or if you imagined it. You just hear a laugh. Piper turns to Leander and she says, Leander, I think we need to, I don't know, we need to just, let's get Rowan out of here and decide what to do next.
Yes, of course.
She turns to you, Rowan, and she says, Rowan, let's go sit down and just take a moment outside of this room and just take a few breaths, okay? She kind of helps pull you up and walk you. There's kind of a lobby area in the front of the town hall with a few benches. Just kind of sits down there. And Hadrian, I imagine you're nearby as well.
I'm out. No, I'm outside.
You're not? Okay.
No, it's that blood that's gotten to me, like the smell of it, the sight of it. I can't be around it. I can't.
Okay. Bertram, where did you go?
Just walked down the hall and found an empty room with no one in it. I'm just gonna take out my tomahawks and just start destroying everything. Just like unleashing my anger on all the furniture in the room.
Okay. How much of your anger do you release?
I don't know, just let go.
Okay. Hadrian, you said you were outside? You see someone come running over. She's running to, looks like, for the town hall. She looks really panicked. She's kind of coming right past you.
Do I notice who it is?
You recognize her as just another town member. It's not somebody that you know super closely. It is Eileen Worm. That's who it is.
I know exactly what Megan just did.
Like she's wanting to go past me into the town hall.
That's what it looks like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think you want to go in there. And
what? Why? What? No, I don't. I just my son is missing, and I thought that maybe the militia or the elders or somebody could help. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. He's only 4, and I need to find him.
Some of the militia's here, but there's something that happened inside the building.
What?
There's.
What do you mean?
There's bodies inside the building. Somebody's been. Maybe more people have been hurt and killed.
What, is my son in there? Is that where? Or is it my son?
No, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Okay, okay. And she just kind of runs past you, and Leander, Rowan, and Piper see her kind of come in. Somebody just rushes into the town hall, takes one look at the bodies, and goes screaming out.
Try to tell her.
Also, Rowan, Leander, and Piper are able to hear what sounds like some kind of commotion happening in some room nearby. It's quite loud. Do we know where Hadrian and Bertram went?
I think Hadrian went outside, and I don't know where Bertram went.
Okay, all right. Leander, maybe go see if you can find Hadrian, and I'll see if I can find Bertram.
Yeah.
Rowan,
Goes outside.
are you okay just to sit here for just a moment? Leander, so you head outside, and it sounds like Hadrian isn't far. So you see him, kind of standing a little ways away from the town hall. Outside, seems okay as far as you can tell.
Hattie.
I told her not to go inside. I told the lady not to go in, and she said she was missing her little boy, and then she ran inside, and I told her not to.
You did the right thing, Hattie. I'm sorry she didn't listen. Are you okay, Hattie?
I can't go in there. Leander. I'm trying. I'm trying to be so brave, and it's not. I can't go in. I can't.
You don't have to go in. Piper's in there. They'll figure out what we need to do, but you're being brave, Hattie. I swear. I swear you're doing everything. None of. And I think I like would be like very close to throwing up as well. Like that is a lot of death and a lot of.
Yeah, it's more than any of you have ever seen in that way. I mean, most everything that has happened the last 3 days is more than you've ever seen, and this is not only is it a lot of dead bodies and gore to come upon, it is the seemingly almost entirely knocking out the entire town militia.
Yeah.
There is a lot to take in.
Leander, what happened?
Rowan and Bertram's mother is gone. How do we keep going?
I don't know. It's so hard for me to want to go in there, but for them we have to be there for them.
Right.
Are they okay?
Rowan is talking with Piper, and I don't know where Bertram went. But, Hattie, Their mother said, "How could you?" to Bertram.
It couldn't have been him. But he did it. He's the one that did it.
I don't know. He was with us last night. But just everything keeps pointing back to him. Everything.
We have to go and find him.
I don't think it was him. He was when he saw his mom, he was just as he didn't know what to do, just like Rowan, but I just don't get it. What is all of this?
So, hopping over to Piper, Piper comes upon the room you're in, Bertram, because she could follow the sound, and she just kind of stands outside the door, and she says, "Bertram, are you okay?"
Yeah. I'm fine.
For what it's worth, I don't think you killed your mother or the other people, even if it was somehow you or appeared to be you. I don't believe you would ever do such a thing.
Thanks, Pipes.
I'm sorry.
Did you get a good look at what happened?
I don't know what happened. It looks like a monster came in and sliced everyone into pieces. I mean, it's the entire militia. What could do that?
I don't know.
And where does that leave us? Where does that leave the town? Sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot for all of us, but I know it's a lot for you. Can I do anything to, I don't know, help somehow?
Yeah. You can help me find the tracks so I can kill this thing.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I will. We will find who did this, and we will kill them.
Okay.
You have my help.
I'll walk past Piper, but stop and give her shoulder a squeeze, and then keep walking and see if I can figure out where this thing went.
So Piper follows behind you not long after, and you see that Rowan is sitting on a bench in the lobbyway, and it sounded like Leander and Hadrian were also going to try to come back inside. Okay, so we all kind of get to the same place all at once, and Piper just kind of looks at all of you, and she says, I think it's all up to us. And I don't have the answers. But like Bertram said, we need to find the tracks, find who did this, and deal with it.
Kill them.
Kill them, yes. Kill them. And I would not expect any of you to go on this journey, but I'm going to, and Bertram is, and it would be great to have you all with us.
Amen. For what that's
Hattie would walk over. Is Rowan? Are you sitting or standing? Are you still sitting on the? He'd reach down. Yeah, he would just reach down. And he would grab Rowan's hand and squeeze it, and he would look up at all you guys and be like, "I'm in. I'm with you."
Okay. Okay. Let's go and look at the tracks, see if we can find anything here. And let's end this. So Piper turns to go back out the front, and she seems to be planning to head back to Ursa's house. Are you all following?
Yeah. Are there any tracks out of this place at all, Megan? Or it's
make a survival check. And Rowan, what was your question?
I just want to go back to our mother and see if there's anything on her that I can take with me. It's like a token of like keeping her close to me.
Okay. Yeah.
A necklace, a weapon, just something to remember her by for now. Keep her close.
Yeah, she has a very small, fairly crude but nice wedding ring that you can take if you would like.
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll put it on my finger.
Okay.
And then give my mom a kiss on the forehead and walk away.
For what it's worth, while you're there, you can tell that your mom at least looks peaceful. 5, looking for tracks. You look around a bit, Bertram, and it does look like there are some tracks. You can't tell if it's just from somebody who's come in and out of the town hall or from whomever did this. But what you do notice is that there is a lot of dirt in those tracks. It looks like maybe it's looser than the dirt around town. So it's likely to have come from either outside of the town or at the very least the farm.
Okay. Is there any following, like a dirt trail? Or does it sort of disappear as soon as it gets out of the building?
Let's say you're able to follow it a little bit, and it looks like it's headed the same direction that Piper is headed. It's not clean all the time, but I'll say make another survival check, and let's say it a -2 since it's kind of going through town, and see. Okay, so it does appear to be heading towards essentially the same direction you are, but you either the tracks leave off, or there just aren't anymore. Or you're at the very least unable to see them after some time. But you are able to head back to Ursa's house, and back to the tracks behind the house, and Piper just says, "Okay, so what's the plan from here? Should we prepare to go into the forest?"
Yeah.
Okay,
Go to the forest.
Bertram, that's your area of expertise. So, oh, wait, wasn't Eden, didn't we give her a description of those creatures we saw in the in-between? Maybe we should check with her and see if she has any information about them before we go.
That might be helpful. I mean, if they're not in that in between, if it was really one of them that was able to do that, then yeah, I think we should go talk to her really quick.
Let's make it quick.
Okay, yes. We'll make it quick. So Piper hurries off towards Eden's, and once she gets there, she knocks on the door quite a bit until Eden answers, and she opens the door, and as she opens it, you can see that there's another person inside. But she just kind of looks at the four of you and says, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Come in." So she opens the door a little further so that you all can come inside. The other person who's in here as you come in is someone else in town that, again, you don't know super well, but somebody you've seen about town. And this person's name is Ursa Mock, and she looks a bit upset as well. And as you all come in, Eden kind of motions for you all to sit down. You can tell in here that, yeah, I mean, everything is gone. There are some boxes around, but it looks like she doesn't even live here anymore. And as you all sit down, she says, Ursa here has recently found that her daughter is missing, and she also said that something seems to have happened to the town militia. She didn't know where else to turn. Do you all know what has happened?
Yeah, they're all dead.
All of them? And you don't know how? Oh.
Cut apart.
All right. Well, that is not good. Ursa, it seems that there is a lot happening. What I want you to do, my dear, is go home and lock yourself in there, and I will search for your child, and I will find people to help, and I will come and give you information. But for right now, I need to speak to these 5. And so Ursa kind of, she talks to Eden a little bit, doesn't quite want to go, and Eden convinces her to go. And once she does, she turns back to all of you. I'm glad you all stopped by. It seems that things are continuing to escalate, and I don't think there is much more time left. What can I help you with today?
The shadows.
Oh, yes, the creatures that you all described to me. I did, in fact, find them. I found them in a book of folk tales from long ago, so take it with a grain of salt. But what I think you all have been seeing are called night haunts. And these night haunts are dangerous indeed. They can take the form of, well, seemingly anyone you might know. They lure you out where you are far away from anyone that can help you, and they feed on your soul. It is not something you want to get mixed up in, and I'm very concerned that they were in town. It seems that a few things to keep in mind that can be quite beneficial for you. They don't like the light, so you will only see them at night, and the only way to kill them is with magic. Or at least a weapon that is imbued with it. But you must be very careful. They are not to be trifled with. It says that they are evil creatures who have been corrupted, and they subsist on human souls. They will try to separate you, and they will prey on whatever gets under your skin the most. I hope that is helpful.
Bertram?
Yeah.
You know how you've been a dirtier lately, and you don't realize it? I'm wondering if the night haunt is in you and comes out at night. I think we need to stay up and see if it comes out.
What is it? What is this? What are you... In my reading, I don't believe a night haunt can inhabit another body. They instead look like another person. But what is it that you all are referring to?
When Mom was dying, she looked at Bertram, blamed him, and the other elder blamed him. Are you sure it's not living in his body?
Well...
If I had killed everybody Row, I would be covered head to toe
No,
blood.
but you've been dirtier lately. And Piper's right. I'm just trying to piece things. I'm not saying it's you, but it's
Kind of
so
sounds like you're
weird.
saying it's me, Row. Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I will say there is a story of such a potential as they call it, a Manitou. For our purposes, that would translate to demon. That can take over the body of a person, but the only way it can do that is if that person is already dead. And, well, no offense, Bertram, you don't smell wonderful. You don't appear to be dead.
I'll take a bath so everyone gets off my case. Okay? For right now, I think we should find whatever's doing this and kill it. And to that end, is there some way to imbue magic into one of these tomahawks so I can tear this thing apart?
Oh, well, yes, I do have a power that will allow you to do that. I think I have it in a form you can utilize. And she goes over to some of the boxes and starts kind of mumbling to herself as she pulls out a few things and moves about. And she finally pulls out one vial and she comes back over and she says, "This here is a vial of smite. If you use this and put it on your weapon before you are ready to go into battle, it will imbue your tomahawk, or whatever weapon you prefer, with a bit of magic."
How long will
I
it
hope
last?
it helps. Good question. I think it lasts 5 rounds. But she says to you, "It will not last long, but it will hopefully be enough to take care of these creatures before they can get a hold of you."
I'll make sure it is.
I'm gonna take out the small box and open it up and take out the amulet and show Eden. You see
Where
this
did you get this?
in the in-between? Stole it.
This is... I don't know what it is, but it's clearly very powerful. I would be careful with it. It could grant you some great power, but rarely do those come without some kind of cost. I would just say, use it with care. I am sorry for your loss. I am sorry for all of you. The losses that you have had, and the losses that you may still have. I am sorry that such a weight has fallen upon your shoulders.
Are you still leaving?
I don't intend to leave unless I must for my own safety. I am prepared for the way the wind is blowing, which at this point still seems to be towards destruction. But know this, I am here to help in any way I can, for as long as I can. But I know you all must be safe, because something is coming or is already here. Ursa was not the first one to mention that the children are missing. I'm not sure what happened, but from the sounds of it, it appears many of them are no longer in their beds as of this morning. They are nowhere to be found. Someone must go and find them. I will ask others in the town to help, but it might be on you five to start, if it is something you can undertake. You two being elders' apprentices, and you, Bertram, are arguably the last town militia member that we know of.
Yeah.
Megan, the pictures in the box of us as orphans, were all the pictures kids?
Not all of them. There were some pictures with some other adults in there that you didn't know. And there are more pictures of people you don't recognize. But there were a lot of children. Mm-hmm.
A lot of children.
Well, I would guess between those tracks that we were able to find, that's a good way to go. There was a woman that came running up to the. I mean, I'm sure you all saw her walk into the town hall earlier. She said she was missing her son, that he wasn't there. And if there are all those tracks outside, maybe it was the kids that took her, or leading us on a trail to find them. Maybe.
I think it's connected.
Yeah, I say we get going.
Yeah. Thank you, Eden, for your help. I think you're right. I think we should get going. So Eden, unless there's anything else you all want to do, bids you farewell, gives you as much information as she can, and sends you on your way. And Piper turns to you all and just says, I guess we should go back to the tracks behind Ursa's. Seems like a good place as any to try and go into the forest.
I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything else we need, Bertram, before we go?
No, I've got everything I need.
Okay. So, you all are ready to head into the forest. As you head past the sort of the tree line, the energy shifts. It already felt strange, but it feels very strange here. Again, that feeling of electricity, and you all almost feel as though you hear whispering and feel movement going past. Voice here, child's voice there. It's almost like the whole forest is excited that you have come into it. And tonight, this is where we will end. Ending early, preparing to see what the forest has to offer. Thank you all so much for joining us for this episode tonight. We went on an emotional journey. Thank you to my cast for going on this journey as well. I know it isn't always an easy one, and thank you to Adam for doing all the tech behind scenes. Yeah, let's go and check in real quick to see what's going on. I can't find the thing I want. Okay. We've got a few other things that happened in the in-between. We got a raid from Legends of Avantris. Thank you very much for that. Tempest Thelma has followed. Ameronith has followed. And Lone Guard has followed. Thank you all for joining us and for the follows.
Welcome to the DAP fam.
Indeed. So, one thing to also let you all know out there is that we will not be here next Tuesday. So, our next episode will be in 2 weeks. We are skipping a Tuesday. We will be dark next week. It's all good. I'm going to be out of town, which is why so everybody is okay beyond that. But we will be back for episode 7. Not next week, but the week after that.
Crazy.
Thank you all again for joining us. Let's go around real quick and tell everybody where they can find you. If there's anything else you want to mention as well. Let's start with Adam.
Hey friends, I'm Adam Kahn, your lovely local fisherman for Tuesday nights. Yeah, you can find me on the socials at Azerold1, keeping up with any fun stuff that's going on out there. Check me back here in a couple weeks when we come back for Harbingers tomorrow night as well too, messing around with Paizo in their finale episode of Secrets of Magic. So check that out before Gen Con happens this weekend. And yeah, keep your eyes and ears open because I'm sure there will be more announcements and more fun stuff that I can talk about coming up soon. Woohoo!
Exciting! Awesome! Thank you. Let's hop over and Philip, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on the Instagram and the Twitter at Philip J. Rossi.
You.
I don't know how to use Twitter, but I'm on it now.
You were doing great.
We did it.
You were doing great.
We did it! All right, let's Diana, tell them where they can find you.
Yes, hi friends. You can find me at DianaRest3 on Twitter and Instagram. Also, this weekend, if any of you want to come and hang out on Saturday, I'll be joining the girls at Ladies D&D Twitch channel for their Into the Fey Wild charity stream benefiting Suicide Prevention Hotline. I will be a guest, and I'm playing a fairy, and that would be at 4:30 Eastern. Oh, sorry. Wait. I think it's 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, my time.
There you go.
Yeah, come check us out. I get to play fairy. Yeah.
Oh.
It's fun. And it's for a good cause, and it's dear to the heart. So come check it out.
Awesome. Thank you. Randy, same thing.
Hey. I'm Randy Alvarenga. You can follow me on Twitter at RollerRaja. That's RollerRaja. I play a game over on Rim Alternatives channel on Sundays. I play this on Tuesdays, and then this week on Thursday for Gen Con Online, we're playing Mysterium, and I get to play a psychic, and I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm channeling my inner the great Vano. Thank you all so much for being here.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you all.
Yay.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Meghan Caves. See my name the way it's spelled below. Don't forget the H. Or else you won't find me. On Facebook, Meghan Caves Actor. You can catch me, obviously, here for Harbingers and on Thursday, so in just 2 days, for Mysterium on Gen Con. That's going to be over on Saving Throws channel at 10 a.m. Pacific. And that's got Diana and Randy and Critical Bard Omega Jones and Eliza Pearl in that. It's going to be fun. Mysterium is based on the board game. We'll be using Savage Worlds. And it is a bunch of psychics in the 1920s trying to find some ghosts. I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah?
Can I say something about it?
Yeah.
You can get your ticket for it. It's free. And they're online, and you can get in, just support that way and just let them know you're interested. It will be on VODs as well, so if you want to catch it that way, because you're working on Thursday, like most people.
I know, it's a silly time. It's a silly time.
I agree.
Yeah,
I took off work and was like, this is an awkward time of the day.
Yes, it's very awkward. But yeah, so join us for that. You can follow us here at the DAT Network, at the DAT Network on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, on Twitch, so many Patreon, although I think on Patreon it's a different name, but lots of different places. So do that. Give us a follow. You can also follow Harbingers and keep up with us at Harbingers RPG, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can also check out a little bit of information about us on the website that I have built, which is essentially a page on meghancaves.com/HarbingersRPG. So check that out. Yeah, I think that's it. Beyond that, we will see you all in 2 weeks to find out what's next.
Oh, 2 weeks.
See
FM Best Fam.
you then.
Bye, friends.